Wahoo!
And welcome back to Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
So what's on the agenda tonight?
More pottery.
More pottery?
More robot pottery as we try to put this robot pot back together.
Oh yeah, we're trying to bring back Zelda's poor little friend, who made the noble sacrifice.
I don't even remember what Alyssa was searching for.
Well, clearly you wanted it at some point, so
Oh yeah, for this.
it looks like one of the stores is highlighted. You could go buy something in the northwest.
Pop that out.
I'll need whatever that thing is. Star fragment, key eyeball.
They're so juicy.
This one. Seeing the weather.
Maybe it'll be one of those rain ones. We got the swords that the lightning really likes.
Bunch of electric enemies. Almost twice the recommended level for this, so I'm not that worried.
It'll be a walk in the park.
Oh,
No, holy.
What's that other symbol at the bottom mean?
Where?
which one?
Oh,
Or the symbols at the bottom in general.
Good question.
217 means you have 217 not combat encounters that you've completed. So the things where you just
okay.
pay some resources. You have 100 combat encounters you've completed. Yeah. And I don't know if there's a third one there
Yes,
because
the third one
West.
there for the main story battles.
Okay.
That's a lot of keys, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to head for a targeted position. I ain't kill all these keys.
This Boxer says, hooray for pottery. Hooray indeed.
What's that thing?
I don't know. Ow. Can't even get near them.
Yeah.
Is that all they're trying to do is a bunch of chews as well?
So chewy.
You arrived at the targeted position. The electric Kinox has appeared.
Yay! Big Zappy.
Big Zappy.
Big Zappy.
The biggest and zappiest of them all. Fermisub says neat jacket. And then what I can only assume counts in A&H universe as a little black dress.
Mm-hmm. Recipe for Dea Hot Pot.
Ooh.
Oh, hot pot. That sounds so good.
Right. Finally got my hot wings. Made them. Made them myself.
Ace.
Got the cooking bug a little bit back. I ordered some habanero wing sauce online. It's so good. So good.
Ooh.
Yeah. They also make a ghost pepper sauce. I'm gonna get that next time when this is when the current supply runs out because I'm just like a tongue masochist.
You're one of those people.
Yeah, and not as much as I used to be, you know, because like my stomach doesn't quite handle it as well these days. But I will definitely do some deep dives into the land of spice. No question about that. I've done like oven roasted serrano peppers. Some point I'm going to try roasting some habaneros. Because, you know, what's the point of living if you don't suffer a little?
I mean, I can think of a lot of points to live in besides suffering.
Bah. It's temporary. It's it enhances. It makes you appreciate not suffering.
No, I went to. Do you know the chain called Lucky's Chicken Wing or Lucky's Chicken Fingers?
I did not.
I went there the other day and I had like their mild one, and I was sitting there drinking like 3 cups of water with it, being like, "Ah, ooh."
It's better to drink like. I mean, if you can handle it, it's better to drink milk because or something something else that's like got some like fats in it.
Yeah,
because,
unfortunately, Soda Fountain doesn't dispense milk.
Darn it.
I
Lame.
thought Dr. Pepper is just going to exacerbate the problem.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's like habanero, so it's like it's got some heat to it.
Yeah. Good times.
I just find it very funny that I don't know if it's a Texas thing, but yeah, mild is like, oh yeah, habanero, and I'm like, that's mild. That's like kind of hot.
Nice. Very nice. It'll put air on your chest.
Mm.
It'll put hair on your palms.
Their hot is not like Carolina Reaper, but it's like one of the ancestors of the Carolina Reaper.
Nice. That sounds dangerous. Dangerously good.
Sounds danger-esque.
Well,
Dangerous too.
if you're not doing TFF, then whenever you do come down to Texas here, I'll have to get you to try some of like the true spicy stuff. The stuff that even Mexicans are just like, that's too spicy.
Yes, hurt me. Hurt my tongue. Let's get the death wings and I'll just down those suckers and then die.
I'm sure somewhere around here has like death wings.
Absolutely. I'm fully in for that. Lord.
Yet another victory.
I'm poking around in the wiki, looking at the different, like, the elemental variants of these different species and such.
Oh, for the
yeah, like you know,
Calamity. I thought you were saying like a poking around on like the hot pepper wiki and looking at like.
Yeah, I was looking at the electric peppers. You know, if that was the thing, I'd probably still eat it.
Robot farmer's dream of electric peppers.
Oh God. Now let me see. Is there a hot pepper wiki? There probably is a hot pepper wiki. Let's see. Is there not a hot pepper? There should be a hot pepper wiki. We should start. Miller, let's start a hot pepper wiki.
All right. I've never made a well. I was gonna say I've never made a website before. That's not true. I've never made a public website before.
Fair.
That did the trick.
Oh, there is a chili peppers wiki. Never mind. There's so much stuff I haven't tried. So many kinds of peppers that like I would need to have. Like you can get the seeds, but I would need to have a garden space and like the right kind of climate for it. I don't know if you can grow them up here. Probably not.
Yeah, I would think Seattle area. Like you might be able to do like tomatoes.
People,
I don't know what else.
People have gardens up here, but I don't know what the hell they. I don't know what the hell they grow. I guess stuff that likes rain.
Yeah.
But yeah, I someday I'll try some of the cultivars that I've never had a chance to really enjoy. Check out Rivali. He's so cool.
Watch and learn. You stand a chance.
Simon Tesla says in the Pacific Northwest, tomatoes, berries, lots of stuff does pretty well as long as you're mindful of the seasons.
It's funny. Berries grow like wild here. Like if like in any given space, like the berries can just overtake it. It's funny. Like you could eat. I could probably go like a few blocks and find like wild blueberries, but not blueberries. Like blackberries to pick. I'm not that into berries.
That did the trick.
I'd love a little like box garden, but I've never had a place where I could do that.
Yeah. My parents have a garden. I'm trying to remember what they grow in it. I think right now they're doing like squash and jalapenos and cucumbers.
Nice little crop.
Yeah.
I'd probably grow like just enough for me, get like a 10 by 10 or something, and just like grow like whatever I could to just like get through the week, that kind of thing. Well, not longer than the week, get through the month. I don't know. I have no idea how this would actually work out. But
well, I'll tell you how it's going to work out. It's exactly how my parents' first crop did. Is they planted like 6 different types of plants, like 3 or 4 of each, and like 2 of those plants made it to fruiting.
Well, I know a couple things, like because my dad does this stuff. Soil chemistry can be funny, and plants will actively try to stop each other from growing. This is the thing I didn't know. You don't notice it, of course, because obviously, it's all happening silently with chemicals. But like, plants, it depends on the particular plants. But there are certain plants that love each other, like love growing next to each other, and there's certain ones that hate each other. Right. And they will put out like subtle chemicals and stuff to just suppress each other. So it might have been one of those kinds of conflicts. You know what I mean?
I don't think that was it, because I think they were following a guide. I think it was they live on like right on the edge of suburban area. If you go any further north, you start to get into rural. And they have a lot of pests out there, I think was the problem. Like they would come out and a lot of the leaves would be bitten into.
That sucks. Rika says growing just enough for you is not possible. Well, I'd either give it to the rest of the neighbors, or I'd have like a completely or I'd have like one of those little roadside stands. It would be like Jonas's tomatoes and bad advice. The doctor is in 5 cents. Just stand there at the roadside.
Jonas's plump work, art, and food.
Yeah. I'll sell you my surplus squashes and also draw you an OC, and it'll be weird. God.
Commission him, and you get a tomato for free.
That's right.
One tomato.
Just put that sucker in your bag, along with your furry art. It's an untapped market. I mean, God knows rural folk all want, personas, right? I'm just saying. Yeah. I know my dad grows a bunch of stuff. I don't know what he does with all of it. I mean, if there is a surplus, I'm not sure where it goes, but he does a bunch of stuff.
I imagine it goes to like neighbors and stuff.
Probably, yeah. Probably. He does like herbs and what else? I think he's done like green veggies. I'm not totally sure. He always gushes about it on the phone. and I'm just like, yeah, that's cool. Sort of paying attention. Nice.
Yeah. That's the real trick, is not to grow your own crops, but to be neighbors and friendly with a neighbor who does grow their own crops. They will just give you free stuff all the time.
I would absolutely give stuff to my neighbors. Bring my crops to cons. Here's your badge, and here's an ear of corn. Take it. But I don't want take it. No, really, I'm gonna take the corn.
Consecrated comes by, they're like, it's not optional, sir, I need you to take the corn.
That'd be fun. I just like have this like look on my face, like I know. You're going to take my corn no matter what.
Oh,
Boxer,
my.
Boxer doesn't want my ear of corn. Fine, Boxer, whatever. I'm going to give my ear of corn to somebody else who wants my ear of corn. You.
I'll take your ear of corn.
Oh, Miller.
Wait.
Do you like your corn popped or buttered? I don't know. What am I doing? I don't know. This bit's going nowhere. You know, a million years ago, when I first moved up here, I was thinking about looking into the community gardens, just like running a spot. Maybe when things are better, I'll actually do that. Just head on down there and see what I can.
Yeah, I got Teba's weapon up to 83.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Master Sword's only at 90.
Turns out Teba should have been the real wielder all along.
Okay, so if I just put that one instead.
Can any of them wield any weapon?
Only their own.
Only that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is
Gotcha.
a much better one, so just.
Link is the only one that has variety. Well, no, that's not true. Zelda at least gets a second set of weapons that unlock new moves for her. I think there might be some other characters that also do.
Yeah, that got
Nice.
the devoted Kodachi up to 90. So now that matches the Master Sword.
Zelda gets 3. Okay, yeah. Because I just remember there being one move where she summons a minecart. And that was in one of her secondary weapons. Yeah, Link has 4. Link has a single-handed sword, two-handed sword. I don't remember what else. Now that I think about it.
105, man.
That's baby.
That's better than the Master Sword. How am I supposed to get the Master Sword better? I mean, I guess the Master Sword has that plus 15 on it, but...
Can you not burn weapons into the Master Sword?
I can. But it's already at past level 20.
Yeah. You can keep increasing the max level. If it hits 25, I think it'll give you the option to,
I did that. Got all the way to 92. If I just burn the two-handed weapon I'm not even using.
I wouldn't do that, because you might have missions that require two-handed.
That's true.
And then you'll have to run with a crappy one.
But the spear I'm not using. Might be missions that require a spear, yeah, but I don't want to do those.
Fair.
If I do that, it's add a hidden seal. That gets all the way to level 25. Add a hidden seal. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll just wait until Link inevitably gathers more two-handed weapons. That's not gonna be difficult. Damage at full hearts plus 7%.
Link has one-handed, two-handed, pokey stick, and wacky flail. Zelda has slate, bow, and bike.
Okay, flailing inflatable tube, man.
Exactly. He's so wacky.
He's so wacky. Why beat up the enemies when you can just make them giggle? Or both, you know.
That one instead. Yeah, that's much stronger. They're completely mismatched seals, but whatever. Getting actual high output, high damage output weapons is more important. May as well just finish this up for him. And that's basically all of my money. Looking for one more star fragment, some more key side ball again, because I think I spent those. Looking for uncompleted battles. This one, anti-ice and lightning.
You're not scared, are you, Link? I'm ready to stuff my beak. Wow, that's good.
Like everybody has voice lines, but Link's just like,
Ha! Oh. And everyone just knows what he's saying anyway.
Hi, Stoker.
Well, they joke about it in Breath of the Wild that he's actually very talkative. Zelda writes it in her journal that he wouldn't shut up as soon as he opened up to her.
It's
That's
just
awesome.
every time we're looking at Link, he doesn't say anything.
Yeah. It's like Morn in DS9.
So Stoker's here.
Yes, Stoker is here.
Hi, Stoker.
Hello. How is everyone doing tonight? Excuse me.
We're good. I was talking about gardening and like forcing corn on people at conventions.
Did you say forcing corn on people? Jonas, are you a cornographer?
Yes, thank you. But yeah, I was talking about like growing veggies in my backyard and if I had a backyard, and just like giving the surplus to people whether they want it or not. Like having a roadside
What is that?
stand.
Isn't it like kumquats that are supposed to be like
Why
the
kumquats?
ones you? Well, because I was gonna say, aren't they the ones you're supposed to foist off on people because they grow to? No, it's zucchini.
Zucchini,
Zucchini?
yeah. That's completely
Yeah,
different
it's
from
zucchini.
kumquats.
Listen. Kumquat's a funny word.
This is
It
true.
is.
So.
I'm checking to see if you can pickle zucchini because I'd probably do that. I love pickling stuff.
I mean, you wouldn't know
depending-
anything. Would it be good? I don't know.
Depending on how how prolific the growing season was, it could also be tomatoes.
I love tomatoes.
Tomatoes are more versatile than zucchini.
Yeah. I do like me some tomatoes.
They're
Love
also vicious killers. Movies have taught me this.
That's true. I love sun-dried tomatoes. Those are the best thing. It's like steeped in olive oil with garlic and lime.
Jonas, are you having one of your moments? You sound like you're having one of your moments.
Yep. Look, I'm just having a tomato moment, you know, okay?
That's a moment?
It happens to a man in his 40s. I mean, everybody knows that.
Jonas is just having a moment.
What are you doing, Teva? The attack just doesn't stop for like 10 seconds.
He's just tabbing it up. That's what he's doing. Alright, hear me out. Smash game, but with just the Zelda continuity characters. You know?
Okay.
Saying. Fund it. I just think it'd be good. Like if they really just like dug into the lore and had like, you know, 8-bit Link versus you know what I'm saying?
You know, one of the characters would absolutely be the Zora, who gives you the Zora transformation ability from Majora's Mask, and his only power is he dies.
Nice.
The Zora from Majora?
Yes, the Zora
He's the
from
one that we adore.
Alright, get out.
But Jonas, I implore her.
Alright.
I am sorry, Stoker, but you are no longer welcome in the group.
No. I'm just talking about the Zora.
You stop getting me stuck. It's hard enough to see with Teva as it is. He's flying all over the place, getting stuck in geometry.
Getting stuck in I hate getting stuck in geometry. It always happened in second period.
Ha ha. You're so funny.
What is that, Teva? It's flying in circles, way away from the enemy, not touching them at all. That's
It's his-
definitely an attack.
It's his style.
The Lionel's stuck behind the tree stump. There.
That's funny.
No.
Are you serious?
Okay, he charged out.
He's like, I can't get past this object that's shorter than me.
Give it any more counting.
I didn't get anything for that. Let's see. What else can do that's not restricted allies? What's this?
For once, you've done well.
Wait, Rito?
Burial. I just want to mark star fragments. Oh,
God, I remember punching my ass to get those things. Ugh.
You had it there for a second.
I don't know what button it's supposed to be. I press A. Okay. Go back. Okay. This one gives star fragments. Pair with trial expert. Is there any other way I can get star fragments?
I think they're a pretty rare thing.
Well, you gotta wait for a star to break, and then you gotta break out a dustpan and a broom, and you gotta go sweep, and I don't know what I'm saying. I'm very
No
tired.
healing items appear one hit failure. Well, let's see what happens. I'm not cooking anything because there's no point. I'm going to fail this one.
Come on, Rick. Think positive.
In the Spiral Peninsula outside of East Akala, there is a merchant that can be unlocked with a side quest. This merchant will trade 50 lizards for a single star fragment.
Ah. Which side quest?
I don't know. I assume you go in near that area and you will find some unfinished mission that you could do to unlock it. Basically at the southeastern end of the map.
I need to jump down. Hey. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Oh, we got raided by Proxy Glitchcat with a party of 14.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
How are you, oh you princes of
The universe.
yes. That's it, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Glitchy kitties, maybe?
Glitchy kitties, yes.
So it's this. Okay, so it's this one. I figured that he would, like, increase whatever the reward is, but I need lots of lizards for that.
Don't we all need lots of lizards?
Just go to Florida. They like fall off the trees or whatever.
I mean, it's true.
Practical
Oh,
advice.
those wacky iguanas.
I have never seen that, and I want to be there to see it at some point. I just want to see what that's like to have iguanas flopping out of the trees.
You heard it here first, folks. Jonas just wants to see what it's like to have iguanas flopping out of the trees.
I want those floppy iguanas. I remember seeing like a bazillion tiny little geckos in Hawaii, like everywhere. Like it's weird because they're sort of like pond scum colored. So you're you're taking a step outside in the morning and you suddenly see it's like there's like you see them all scatter off of the steps. And it's like whoa, that's weird because you didn't notice them before. But yeah, iguanas are awesome. My brother used to have one.
Yeah, in Texas
I
we
like
didn't have
iguanas.
lizards. We have geckos and we have wolf spiders. Those are
Aren't
the
there,
things
like-
you usually see.
Are there like Gila monsters in Texas? Maybe, or maybe not. I don't know.
Don't
Yeah,
think
there's
so.
something I can do to make this easier.
I know we have brown recluses. That's usually the thing you got to worry about.
Yeah, we get those here too. They're fun, let me tell you. And by fun, I mean not so fun.
The
By
fun,
fun,
not
you-
so fun.
By fun, you mean fun terrifying.
Yeah, fun-ifying.
Fun-ifying.
They're fungent.
They're non-fungent.
Probably says when we lived up in the desert. When I lived up in the desert with Mom, we occasionally had black widows in the garage, but they never got they were never a problem because they were just right out there, you know. And as long as you knew how to deal with them, they weren't an issue. You know, I never got one in my shoes or hiding or anything like that. They were just sitting in the middle of the, you know, just out in the open usually.
Chill killers.
Yeah, show killers. With black widows, you have to remember that if you swat them, you don't touch the splat. You know, because there's
I think that's most spiders. You don't want to squash them because usually that's how you get an exponential amount of more spiders.
But what if you want more spiders?
so
I
gross.
can't imagine a person on the earth who would actually desire that outcome.
Don't be an evil
Sorry,
sorcerer.
Straw Man just doesn't exist, Stoker.
Don't be the arachnomancer, okay?
Don't be the arachnomancer.
I've gotten bit by non venomous, or I guess maybe like very low venom spiders. But nothing really dangerous ever. Boxer, you don't want more spiders, okay? You take that back. That's like a monkey's paw wish, okay? The monkey's paw finger is about to cry.
Okay, but what if I want a monkey's paw?
You can't use the monkey's paw to wish for more monkey's paw. It's like genie rules.
It's like genie rules.
Yeah, exactly. And genie rules are the law of the land.
Excuse me. Thank you for clearing that up, Jonas. I feel
My
like
pleasure.
I know so much more than I used to.
The more you know.
Blah 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 blah. The more you hebla, the more you smeebla.
You're absolutely right.
Very insightful, Stoker.
Thank you. I'm very good at inciting.
I feel like I've corrupted you with gibberish.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jonas. Everything I say makes perfect sense.
Literally. Rolling. Oh, that's awesome.
Keep them doggies rolling. Sorry, you can't say that around Texan and not have them finish it. Right? It's like the second thing after you saying "Stars at Night."
The stars at night are big and bright.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
It's like a reflex.
It's like a retex.
A retext. It's basic Texan instinct.
I've seen people do it in real life, and it's like, you know what? Pee Wee Herman got it right.
I'm absolutely.
People will just finish that.
I'm doing that at TFF. I'm just gonna get in the lobby and be like, "The stars." Yeah.
Jonas, you maniac.
I'm totally doing it.
You will hear people try to clap in their fursuits and just patting. The patting just thump, thump, thump.
Thump, thump.
You're a maniac. Maniac on the floor.
So fun fact
She is dancing like she never has before.
So fun fact, and it used to be. I don't know how like constantly enforced this rule was, but there used to be like a rule among fursuiters that you didn't talk in fursuit. Because
that's definitely gone, by the way. So
well, I know, but like this used to be a thing at cons. Like you didn't talk at fursuit, and you didn't.
Yeah, this is fursuiting. This is not sports mascot.
Right, and you didn't take your head off in front of people because it would quote unquote ruin.
That's
Still
Disney
a rule
rules.
sometimes.
Really? Oh, okay.
That's a rule for just regular society. I never take my head off in front of random people.
Yeah, unless you're in the headless lounge.
I have no idea where I am stuck around
If
here.
they have if they have
Haven't
a
been able
special
to see
headless
anything
lounge,
for a while.
they ask you to make use of it, and so to keep your head on otherwise. Especially on the events that are free to the public, and they'll have like kids coming through. They don't
Right.
want to break the illusion for them.
What if you took your first off head? And what if you took
What if you took your fursuit off head? What if you took your fursuit off head, Jonas?
All right, you know what? Shut your face. Shut your fursuit head. What if you took your fursuit head off and there you had like another smaller fursuit head on under there?
I've seen people do that.
That's awesome.
I've seen there was a video I was watching the other day of somebody in a fursuit competition, dance competition, and in the middle of their song, they took their head off, and underneath was like a Spider-Man costume.
That's amazing.
And it was very silly and very funny.
That's peak performance right there. Okay, that's what it looks like.
You may not like it, but this is peak performance inside the fandom.
Exactly. Or like,
Man, how many other groups of people can you say? I was watching this person sing, and then towards the end of their performance, they took their head off. Like,
and Spider-Man was underneath.
fair and valid.
Or no, I want to suit that like ejects body parts. Like
I mean,
the tail
probably
just shoots up.
Comic-Con. There's still people who costume at like comic conventions. Like if you told me Adam Savage took his head off, I would know you meant, oh yes, because he was probably costuming as something.
He doesn't go to FurCons, does he?
No, he goes to the Comic Cons.
Yes, Adam Savage goes to FurCons. I'm
look.
here to spread this rumor.
Honestly, I can see it. Okay, I'm just saying.
This is the myth that I intend to propagate rather than busting.
I want to see like a fursuit that's like a traditional angel, like a seraphim, like like.
Oh, you mean the eyes and the
eyes and the wings, and it's just like, and that's all.
Be not afraid.
I'm into it.
It'd be amazing.
I am 100% into it. Do you think I jest, Jonas?
No, I believe you. I believe you.
As should.
It has to be like
Should.
like a fluffy seraphim. Like it's like triple texture. That's what it's got to be. You know, it's like a big ass triple with like wings, eyes, and maybe like big bird feet. You know, that's my new OC. Do not steal. Thank you, Box.
Do not steal. Do not be afraid.
We need more Fursuit Nightmare fuel. Come on.
Well, if I ever make a Stoker suit, then I intend to go in that direction.
Stoker will tell you, scary is the new sexy.
And I'm bringing it back.
Yeah. From the grave.
Bow, bow, bow.
Oh no! You know what we need. You know, okay. You know those Chinese dragon costumes they have at New Year's, where it's like a bunch of people under like a trailing, like a trailing dragon deal, like that. But it's like this weird, like conglomeration of like fursuit heads and parts and stuff just sticking out at odd angles. And they're just like moaning like the damn like, that kind of thing. You just in the middle of the lobby.
Why are you talking about this like it's a thing that's far-fetched?
Yeah, it's like Rule 34. If I can conjure it up out of my brain, someone's probably already done it. Given that there's been almost 30 years of conventions now.
30 years? We're approaching 40 years.
Jesus, are we? No, shut up. Don't say that. I think I just got some more gray hair. Stop it. Shut up.
Hey, Jonas, have you ever thought about how your first convention was probably before I was born?
Yeah. My first con was 1997, so I think you are correct. God help me.
That was 1 year after.
Oh, okay, so you were little babby.
Little Babby Miller.
Oh, that was my first furry convention. My first convention ever was 1993. And that was anime.
Anime?
Yes, anime.
Animation.
Or as we called it back then, Japanimation.
I was gonna say, it was Japanimation?
Oh my god, it was such a different era. It was so...
Gilgamesh!
It was like college basement nerdy. It was amazing. It was so amazing. There was so much bootleg shit. There was like bootleg shit with like shitty yellow subtitles made with Video Toaster that weren't accurately translated. So Vegeta would be named like, vegetable or something like that. You know what I mean?
Vegetable.
Yeah, vegetable. And like people would be selling shit for like $2.95 that was like a third or fourth generation VHS copy. That someone taped in like the Philippines or something. Yeah. There's like other subtitles beneath the English subtitles.
Yeah, that's the time period where we get stuff like All According to Kikaku.
It was what a time to be alive. What
a time to be dead.
Yeah, thank you.
That's what I'm gonna start saying. Like, what a time to be dead.
Yeah, that's pretty on brand. Oh my god, everybody in chat's little kids. Well, not everybody. That's not fair. But yeah, it was good times. No one gave a shit back then. There was no sense of like, oh no, the public. What will the public think? Because no one knew. I mean, most people didn't know what anime was back then. Or people would be aware that there was animation from Japan, but they didn't know any of the specifics. And they certainly didn't know about
the Kira changed the world.
Yeah, well,
I want to change the world.
That had like a limited. I know it had a limited release in America. I actually saw it here in theater. It was about 92.
It was a limited release, sure, but it was still the first.
Yeah.
There was not any theatrical released anime before that in America.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the public made of it. I don't remember reading any reviews.
I mean, as I recall, from what I've heard, it was pretty impactful.
Yeah.
It's also one of those things where it's like the idea of, because it keeps coming up a lot, where it's just like there is always that thought in the back of the mindset of the Japanese of Hiroshima and Nagasaki,
Yep.
right? And the idea of a city being utterly obliterated in an instant.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is not a thing that Americans sort of have as much of an emotional context for. So,
I mean, we do, but it was only theoretical for us.
yeah.
Miller, have you ever heard of Super Flat?
Super flat? No.
Super Flat. It's interesting. It's an art movement which does extend to anime a little bit in Japan, which sort of it has a different philosophy, where basically like some adherents to the Super Flat kind of movement feel that modern anime has gotten too moe and cutesy and you know like you know kind of you know sort of like juvenile, and they do stuff that's sort of deliberately against that. You should look it up. It's kind of fascinating. Like I'm trying to think of an example. God damn it, what's his name? I should know his name. Paprika. Satoshi Kon.
Satoshi Kon?
Yeah, he was kind of in that category, you know. Like his stuff didn't he's gone. Didn't feel like most anime. You know, it felt
you
a
have
little
to
bit
remind
different.
me that he's gone.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you Google Superflat, you can find a lot of interesting stuff. It's kind of a different aesthetic from the whole moe kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You might like that. Yeah, because you were talking about the whole Hiroshima thing.
Yeah, no, the if I want that kind of feeling in an anime, I still need to watch Grave of the Fireflies.
Have you ever seen oh, that's a very good one. That's a very good one. Have you seen Millennium Actress?
No.
I think you'd like that one.
I only in the last year saw Paprika.
Okay. Yeah. No, if you could, if you can find like the sub of Millennium Actress, I want to check it out.
My introduction to Satoshi Kon was a Paranoia Agent, and that's still very near and dear to my heart.
God, that one. Oh my god. He was just amazing. He was an auteur, and it's such a shame.
I miss him every single dang day.
Yeah. And it sucks because his final film will never be made, apparently. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, Paranoid Agent definitely. There's definitely an uncanny valley feeling with the Paranoid Agent. It's just brilliant stuff.
And it's very intentional.
Yeah, I really go in for that whole like mind bender, psychological, that's that kind of thing. Question reality, etc., etc.
Before reality question you!
Alright. I don't think I have any good con stories from like early ass anime cons or early furry cons. Did we first meet at a con, Stoker? I think we did, didn't we?
Well, that was when we first met in person. But
That was
you online before then.
Right. Was it FC?
No, it
Was
was.
it Anthrocon?
Yes, it was Anthrocon.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I remember it well.
yeah the big
Oh,
problem.
how I remember it. 'Twas brillig and the slithy tove, etc., etc.
That was my first time on the East Coast. No.
What'd you think of it?
Second time on the East Coast. First time in Philadelphia. It was alright. Didn't like the weather.
Yeah, well, you know what, Jonas? The weather didn't like you either.
Me, yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about that, huh? Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
FC. Matt, the first FC was the first. No. Yeah, the first FC was one of the 2 times I stayed up all night. Like, actually, just caffeined up and stayed up all night till the dawn. There was a lot of wacky ass art jams back in the day, and we would just use like butcher paper or like restaurant placemats or shit like that, you know.
I mean, that still goes on.
Does it? Okay.
If you're in a place that has a surface to draw on, yeah. Like those places with the paper tablecloths, yeah, that still happens.
Good times.
It is good times. Was the best of times, it was the first of times.
Alright.
What's wrong, Jonas?
Nothing.
Nothing? Or something?
Everything.
Oh, okay.
Steel yourself. I am ready. It's time.
Check out Impa. Alright. I often feel like I should be at least commenting on the game, but like, there's so much happening in this game that it's
There was both so much and so little happening.
Yeah, I mean it's cool, but you know, I mean the game's cool, but like, there's not a lot to say. Did you just turn the Lionel into a frog?
No, I dropped a frog on him.
Oh, you dropped a okay, got it.
Drop the frog. Drop the frog. Drop the frog. I don't know.
The frog.
You're
Be
not
nice to
dropping
the frog. Pet the frog. Be friends with the frog.
Build a show around the frog to show off its singing and dancing talent.
Yeah, you know, I'm more than just a frog here.
I'm also a client.
I'm a talent manager, okay? Thank you to remember that.
Is Kermit the boss of the Muppets? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Can he send them all forth to do his bidding?
That was
that's
the
how the
premise of the Muppet Show, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was the pit boss in the theater.
He was the Lord of the Pit.
Yeah.
He's a 7/7 flying trample.
Okay, thank you. No,
like casinos.
Kermit the Frog was literally Jim Henson's persona. Like that's how he viewed himself whenever he was doing productions, was like frazzled to every end and yet somehow got shit done.
Relatable. A puppet's just a fursuit for your hand.
Okay.
A royal investigation. Traveling reports there's something deep within the Temple of Time. Princess Zelda sets out to personally investigate the situation.
If you were wearing a fursuit of your character, and then you also had like a puppet of your character on your hand. And then the two of you got in a fight and your hand just started like punching your face.
This sounds like you just want to do a Figment cosplay.
I just want to bewilder people. I want to unsettle people in the lobby.
Oh, Jonas, you don't need a puppet to do that.
It's true.
I feel like you're
Ask
insulting
someone
me
who
now.
knows. Jonas, the real fuckery was inside you all along.
Oh,
Nice.
Goodness.
Less than capable.
Hello, my Jonas. Hello, my something. Hello, my something.
I still want to do like a first shoot flash mob with like circle of life kind of stuff, like lion first attacking a gazelle, that kind of thing. And everyone just acting horrified, and then once it's all over, just everyone clears out of there, just to leave everyone to just think about what happened. I don't know why. I don't know why I think these things up. Really? Awkward silence? Come on.
Sorry, I'm focusing. I'm playing Path of Exile. I'm currently doing an expedition, and it is very difficult.
Miller, are you telling me that the drivel I'm spouting isn't holding your attention?
No, it's exciting me incredibly.
I can tell.
Lionel, Ice Lionel.
You wouldn't
Electric Lionel.
believe how excited Miller is right now.
Well,
Yes, you wouldn't even understand the true level of my interest in all the things you people are talking about.
See, Stoker, this is what's wrong with today's youth.
You hear that, Miller? You are what's wrong with today's youth.
Yeah, they've all got.
I am, aren't I?
Today's mixed up youth.
With your yeeting and your.
Yeeting.
I can't do it.
Jonas, I have to yeet 3 times a day. I have to yeet 3 square meals, or else I'm gonna die. That's how it works.
Welcome to my yeet and greet.
Oh my god.
That's what I need to do. If somebody's ever in fursuit and they just pick up somebody else, they need to go, "Hi, welcome to my yeet and greet," and then just toss
Chuck
them.
them up. It's like I always say. I mean, if you've got writer's block and you can't figure out what to do with a character, just chuck them over the fence. Works every time. I mean, it's a classic literary device.
Yeah, Rick uses it every dang day.
Don't know what's going to happen in the next house pets. Or just chuck them over the fence.
I can't imagine the infinite number of characters that are in Rick's proverbial trash bin. Just
Well, I know the
"Nah, it's not
raccoons
working,
are."
it's gone.
We're very strange, aren't we?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You keep saying that, and every time you do, it makes it more normal.
Yeah, I'm legitimizing it. This is exactly what we don't want.
Or is it?
I'd find it's exactly what I do want. It's reverse psychology. By normalizing it and actually making it more abnormal. Because when everyone is normal, no one is.
Right.
Jonas pushed up his glasses on his face and nodded confidently.
Mhm.
Zelda goes pew pew pew.
She does go pew pew pew. I've heard her.
Also, have you guys heard Futurama's coming back?
Yep, again. Yeah.
Without John DiMaggio.
Wait, what?
Yep, John DiMaggio is not on board.
He's not participating? Who's gonna be Bender?
He's probably done
know.
it. Probably the Maurice LaMarche or somebody, or Billy West. I mean, he can do a bunch of voices. It won't quite be the same. I don't.
That's weird.
I know it is. It is. Isn't it? Or maybe they'll just write him off. They'll find some way
I'm
to.
not
Like,
gonna write off Bender.
I don't know. I mean,
Be like, hey, let's do The Simpsons and write off Homer.
well, no. I mean, look what they did with Animaniacs. They've got like a fraction of the original.
Yeah, but they didn't write off, Dot.
Okay, fair. But I mean, but yeah, It's. I mean, shrug.
It's
Anyway,
weird, is what I'm saying.
It
Okay?
is. No, it is weird.
That's
It is
all
weird.
I'm saying.
Especially
It's
after
weird.
like a definitive finale, which is like the second
I
or
mean,
third.
one definitive finale.
Yeah.
They've had like 4 definitive finales.
It is one of those shows that wanted to die a hero, and corporate greed simply keeps reanimating its soulless corpse over and over again.
Oh no!
So what you're saying is it's lived long enough to see itself become the villain.
Exactly. I applaud a lot of the shows that have taken their endings in stride and really accepted them. Avatar: Last Airbender is probably one of the strongest ones, I think, where they're just like, nope, story's done. We don't want to do any more.
Yeah, and yeah. I mean, I recognize that as much fun as something is, there's probably like a hard limit to how long it could be fun. When it comes to a show.
Nope, forever.
All right, fine.
It can be fun forever. The hard limit is forever.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Good things never end.
Very well. Fractal Cat says Chris Pratt Bender, don't you dare.
Oh, yes. Ice flows.
Joker, are you alright?
I don't know what you're
Just
talking
not
about.
very good spots to actually fight Lionel inside.
Yeah.
They were not built for these tiny rooms. Mm. Here, okay. Ow. Did you say kick ass?
You're allowed to say that? In a Zelda?
Wait, did Zelda say kick ass?
It sounded a little like it.
God! The mouth on that girl.
Next time
When
she's
she
just
gets
gonna be
home,
like,
she's going to be scolded by her mother. Wait.
Oh, too soon.
Next thing we know, she's gonna be like, bitchin'!
Yeah. What if Zelda's just completely foul-mouthed? Just like,
Hey, what about... Here's an idea. What if Zelda was a girl?
nah, that's too much for me. Next thing you're gonna tell me she's a princess.
Come on, Stoker.
Yes.
You wouldn't eat ranch that was 5 years old. Why are you telling jokes that are even older?
First of all, how dare you presume about my ranch eating habits? Second of all... That's it. That's the end of it.
Is that joke like a meme or something?
Oh, see? It's always new to someone.
Well, I mean, I don't.
Yes, Jonas, it is a meme. People being like, oh man, I love Metroid. I love playing as Metroid. He's so cool.
Oh, I love
Or, man, what if Zelda was a girl and I let you play as a girl? I like playing the Zelda game. He's so cool. Right. Just complete and utter ignorance of
It's
everything.
Cowboy Bebop at his computer.
but what if Zelda was disguised as a guy? I mean, there's a concept for you. You know?
What if Zelda was one of us?
Zelda isn't one of us, though. She's royalty. That means she's the bourgeois. That means she can never be down at our level, comrades.
Yeah. Ordinary people cannot rock boots like that. I mean, look at her. Look at her go. She's kicking ass in fluffy boots. Who can do that?
We must consume the Tsar and all of his heirs.
playing as Metroid.
Cowboy Bebop at his computer. That's what Cowboy Bebop sounds like.
But yeah, when people Stoker send me memes,
Jonas.
I just kind of like they don't like I don't like absorb them. Like you honestly, you could probably show me the same one, every few weeks, and I'd be like, cool.
I'm gonna have to test that, aren't I?
Oh, come on. I'm running out of time. It's not even letting me take this outpost.
Nice.
No.
Guess I have to fight the Lionel inside here so that I can actually...
Yeah, you can AoE the small enemies to hit the meter down.
Nice. I will say this, Stoker. If a meme has gibberish in it, then I'll remember that, like in Beast Turger or something like that. I will remember that and giggle about that at random times.
Yes, this I know.
Beast Sugar is like a cultural artifact of the internet.
Okay.
No, Lionel, you stay inside.
Yeah.
No, Kitty, inside. Inside, Kitty, get inside.
He wants to stay in. He wants to go out. He wants to stay in. He wants to go. He wants to put it.
And he's
blast
already
everything
almost
with
killed me. I can't... Zelda, what are you doing?
She doesn't know. She's just a princess. She's just a princess. I know.
What are you doing?
I'm just talking about princess. I know.
Even Stoker knows what he's doing.
I don't know. I think he has.
I try to avoid it.
I think he has a sinister master plan. Pantslessness was just the first step.
Pantslessness is only the beginning.
I would have a hard time with this game because of the fact that there is so much visually going on. Like when a playing field is pretty much like open and you're just like the protagonist and there's not a lot happening, that's easier. But something like this, where there's like soldiers flying around everywhere and like elaborate special effects, crowding things up, I would be like super ADD with this. So it's a good thing Rick's playing.
Okay. I was gonna ask, is it just like a thing you're not preference to, or do you have like stimulus problems?
I don't really have like well, I don't know, maybe. I guess I guess you could say that. I've never really like labeled it as that, but like, yeah, just games where there's like swarms of shit flying around. I do feel a little bit overloaded. I prefer. I mean, this is probably why I prefer like slow puzzle games. I mean, there's no sense of stuff flying everywhere. But that's just my preference.
That can happen in Texas. Tetris.
That can happen in Texas.
Just walk.
It's Tetris or be Tetris.
Yeah, I hate it when I'm playing Texas and colored shapes start falling from the sky.
All right, listen, you.
That needs to be the next video game turned into a movie, like Battleship. That like just.
They already did that.
Did they do? They did Tetris.
They did, in fact, do that.
Oh, okay.
I will fight for Hyrule.
See, Jonas, you can't even come up with something dumber than reality has actually already done.
When was there a Tetris movie?
Nobody knows. Probably for terrible, stupid reasons.
Was there actually a Tetris movie? Like,
We're not making this up.
I'm trying to find some information about it.
Now I'm trying to remember if it was actually a Tetris movie, because wasn't it just a scene from
Why
Pixels?
isn't
Was
that
it
hitting
Adam
the
Sandler?
ice, Lionel? What in the world?
Wow. Nice. Tetris Hold'em. Play Tetris Hold'em.
You gotta know when to Tetris Hold'em and when to Tetris Fold'em.
You might see an S piece and be real tempted, but you gotta be careful. It might be a Z piece.
Line piece.
Oh yeah, line piece is just overpowered. It's like having double aces in the pocket.
Gotta put on a Tetris face. Otherwise, they'll know what you're about to play.
Oh yes, that famous Lady Gaga song Tetris Face.
Can't read my, no you can't read my Tetris face.
Have you seen the version of Poker Face with that dog going la la la?
No?
Hold on, I'll get there right now. It's just really stupid. Just a second, I'll link it to you. Here, I'll put it in chat. One sec. It's just dumb internet humor. Yeah.
No way, who's ever done anything like that?
So, does that mean there's Tetris Toast? You know,
Toastress?
no, well, like, God. The different shapes are like different. There's like Pop-Tarts. They're like Tetris Pop-Tarts. Oh my God, that sounds great. And then if you put them all in a line, they disappear into your mouth.
As many things do.
I will fight for Hyrule.
My Tetris face, my Tetris face.
How you doing there, Stokes?
My Tetris face, my Tetris face. My Tetris face. Can't do it. My Tetris face.
What is
You
wrong
think you
with
can read
this
my Tetris face, but you can't do it.
Joker?
Yes, Jonas.
Are you going somewhere there? You
I'm going to Tetris face, my Tetris face. You can read my Tetris face.
Man,
You know why you can't? It's my Tetris face.
Weird looking at it's weird. It's weird when all the Lizalfuses, like, or the whatever the hell they're called, they all fall at the same time. Like, oh, they're choreographed. They've got such wonderful.
That's totally what it is, and not because they're all running the exact same animation off of one attack.
Oh, hang on a moment.
I will fight for Hyrule.
Finally.
Nice.
Also, the annoying thing. Malice Lionels have appeared. Oh
Yeah, that's
boy.
not good. They just come in all flavors, don't they?
I get 4 minutes to also defeat Malice Lionels. How do I even get to them?
Malice Lionels, huh?
Is there an entrance or?
I guess you go around
Okay.
here. They are.
Nice. Kick its ass.
Can we not fight on the stairs? How am I supposed to fight both of them at the same time?
It's a very good question. But see.
Quack, 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 quack.
Excuse you.
Thinking.
Oh, it's Ray. Hey, Ray.
Hello.
Hey, Ray, what do you say?
Yay.
It's a good thing to say.
Ray said yay.
Ray says yay, and I say nay.
No, you say. Did you say blah or something like that? Just vampire, kind of.
I never said blah blah blah.
Zucker says, I scrape, not lick. Scrape and lick. Do not suck.
Yes, that is accurate.
Damn. This is intense.
Yeah, you got 2 mouse Lionels and you got no secondary equipment?
Jeez. Damn.
See, I
Whose end
maybe
is that?
like running away and building up special, using that and coming back, but there's that time limit.
Yeah, I have a time limit. That
Doesn't all life have a time limit? When you really think about it.
Well, yes,
no.
but this one is in the span of minutes, not decades, so
Yeah.
it's a little more pertinent.
I mean, for all we know, that could be true of any of us.
Joker.
Yes. Look, I'm just saying, memento your mori, my peeps.
Alright.
The chance you will be instantly killed in the next hour by a stray asteroid is extremely low, but it's not zero.
Yeah, I'm not sure you have the stats for this, Rick.
at the recommended level.
Yeah, it's still gonna be a lot about your weapon level, and I'm gonna guess your Zelda's weapon level is probably not good enough.
Yeah, see, if you just had like 10 specials, then you'd be good.
I don't even know how to get Zelda's third special gauge. Let me check the character specific stuff.
Ever been killed by a meteor? Well, dinosaurs.
Bow of light enhanced ability.
It seems I've grown stronger.
Ash
Arrow of
Scratchy's
light capacity
Get
has
it?
increased.
Ash says, when I was a kid, I feared massively for like 2 weeks about a big meteor coming out of nowhere to destroy us all. Have you ever heard of a video game called Eco?
Eco?
Oh, ICO.
No, not Ico. Eco. ECO.
Eco. ECO. No.
It is almost like a climate change educational game.
Oh
But
dear.
but it's like a very deep. It's a game where you start on this planet, and it's kind of like Minecraft, where everything is blocks, and you can move around the blocks and mine resources and all this kind of stuff. But there is an asteroid above the planet, and you have 28 real-world days to somehow stop the asteroid from destroying the planet.
No pressure.
This is a game that is touted to be played in groups, typically classrooms,
Yeah.
where they play for like an hour each day, and eventually they go from, punching trees to get sticks to creating an orbital defense and shooting the asteroid out of the sky with a laser.
Oh.
Just like real humanity.
But the trick to it is, as you get through all these different steps, you start making steam engines, and then you start making petroleum engines. You need to deal with all of your pollution. If you don't, the water levels rise, or things get polluted, and animals and plants will start dying off. All kinds of stuff.
Just
Sounds
build a
stressful.
really
The
big
thing that's all
tunnel
100%
that's like a U
fantasy.
shape. So when right underneath the asteroid, so when it comes down, it goes in and then shoots right back out.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Makes sense to me.
But yeah, Eco's a fun game. I've been watching some streamers. In January, there was a streamer group that was playing it, and they were all doing roleplay stuff.
Yeah.
Where they had a news crew and a criminal gang and the restaurateur who was trying to make a McDonald's, and he was trying to make a franchise of his restaurant in every town that people were making.
Interesting. That
They
sounds
ended
potentially
up
interesting.
not stopping the asteroid.
Well, I mean, sometimes in life you can't make an omelet without failing to stop an asteroid. It's what my grandma always used to say.
Grandma was
Eccentric.
either clairvoyant or very weird.
Hey, who told you her name? Yes, it was clairvoyant.
Oh.
See? Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it?
Hey, Miller, do you think Eco would... do you think Eco would be fun to play on stream?
Not for us, I don't think.
Alright, that's fair.
Again, I think it was fun in this group. Again, because it was a thing where it was a server of 60 people. And you kind of need those numbers in order to make it interesting.
Jesus, you need a whole Discord for that. That takes some coordination. Oh, you probably need
It
to
takes some
Trello for that.
discoordination.
Thank you. Can you imagine what it would be like to get a team of actual engineers, like guys who are but not just guys, people who damn, I just sound like a jerk there, didn't I?
You corrected yourself, it's fine.
No, he was a jerk.
People with degrees in engineering, and just be okay, you've got X number of weeks to get from sticks and stones to nuclear. Go. Don't tell them anything about the game mechanics. Just let them figure it all out and see how fast they can go from go to the final phase.
I mean, that sounds like the
I
kind
would
of thing
expect
that
they'd be
those-
able to do it, but the problem is the entire time they just be critiquing, oh, that's not how that works. Oh, you're missing this thing.
Yeah.
I have this iron and this coal, and I'm putting it in a wooden fire, and that's giving me steel. There's no way. You need pressure. You would need sodium bicarbonate. You need to be able to handle all of the off-putting of the scale and stuff.
What's this about bicarbonate of soda?
Miller's talking about the somewhat abbreviated chemistry in.
I know. I'm
industrial.
being facetious.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people who play modded Minecraft and Factorio are STEM nerds. I mean, yeah. I remember the only Lua I have ever written, Lua scripting I've ever done, was I wrote a controller for my nuclear reactor in Minecraft so it would automatically handle the heat. And it would, like, turn down the control rods when it got too hot, and it would turn them up if it got cold again.
But would it turn down for what?
No, it wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
Because this was like 8 years before that video came out. I was very young.
So young and fresh. Not yet.
Wait, not that young. Because Minecraft came out in 2009, was like the very first thing.
God, did it?
Yeah, so I was 13. Okay, so I was a teenager.
Shit.
But yeah, that's the only time I've ever written Lua, which was funny.
Nice.
Fractal Craft, Atomic Science, and Computer Craft? No, it wasn't Atomic Craft, it was a different one. It was the one where you have the multi-block nuclear reactors and it had yellowite, or yellerite was the nuclear fuel. And then, was it Computer Craft? It might have been. It was the one that had the turtles. And there was like the little drones that you could program. But I never used them because quarries from Buildcraft were just overpowered, and you could just use those.
But turtles.
Big reactors, yeah, that was it.
Turtles all the way down.
Yeah, big reactors was cool because you could just make a direct heat nuclear reactor, which just like got hot and then directly got some electricity from that. Or you could make a nuclear reactor and then pair it up with a turbine and then use steam to actually like get a lot more electricity out of it for the same amount of nuclear fission.
No. I've just been craving more like team gameplay. Like team gameplay that's not necessarily like melee combat. I mean, it's stuff where there's like tasks and various mechanics and things like that.
Right. I think what games are like that.
Well, I sort of
There's melee combat to it, but there's that Project Zomboid thing.
Well, let me put it this way: I'm okay with melee combat as long as I'm not the guy on the front line, with the sword. Okay, like as long as one of you can do that, and I'm the guy in the back, that's okay with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would argue Project Zomboid might be a little too combat focused and just stressing.
I mean,
it's a possibility, but
I'm not bothered by content.
But there's a raccoon fursuit in it.
What, really?
Oh, is there like a raccoon Kigurumi or something?
No, it's a full-on fursuit.
Oh.
What? That's random. In a zombie game?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Some
of course. I mean, think about
apparently.
Resident Evil. That takes place right in Raccoon City.
Yeah, that's just like a random
Uh-huh.
person.
No, it's not content. It's like I've never played Project Zomboid, and from the outside looking in, it just looks like incredibly complex because it's like you gotta handle your anxiety and you gotta handle like your different types of food you're eating, right? Because you can't just be like, oh, there's a food meter. It's like, no, you have to get fats and vitamins and calories and sugars and all this
It's
kind
one
of
of
stuff.
those games.
Yeah, where it breaks it down into a lot of detail. So if you just sit there and eat steaks all the time, you're going to die because you don't have any vitamins in your system.
Rapid starvation.
You have to take, like, anti-anxiety medicine because it's for like, beta blockers.
God, what was this? My friend Ash was playing.
It's a game where you could take out the zombies entirely and it'd still be stressful.
Yeah. No, my friend
like
Ash was playing like a survival horror game that was like up in like the frozen north, and like you could take like drugs and stuff to keep you like speed basically to keep you going. And it had mechanics like that where like you could just starve and stuff if you didn't do the right things.
I remember there was a survival game that was like based on the frozen north.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
like you
ask what it
crash
was.
in like the Canadian wilderness or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
like
it.
wolves
That's
are a thing.
Long Dark.
Yeah, Long
Long
Dark.
Dark.
Thank
Long
you.
Dark.
Thank you, Dre. Yeah, I mean, like, I was fascinated by it because I love survivalist stuff, but, like, I don't know if I'd want to play that. I think it would probably depress me.
Why? What's so depressing about it?
Yeah, nothing at all. You know, gnawing your own leg off. You know,
No, honestly, now that I'm
Um,
thinking about it, the game that I think would work for the tone of our stream would probably be something like Valheim.
I've
Oh, yeah,
heard,
I've heard a lot about Valheim.
Scott was playing Valk. Is it multiplayer or
Yeah.
is it good?
I mean,
it sold like 5 million copies in its first month.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I found it fun until you get to a certain point in the game's progression, and
What-
because it's one of those games where it's like, oh, you start out with getting like trees, and then you move on to copper, and then you move on to iron, kind of thing. And it starts off being really fun and stuff, but then like it gets to be kind of painful just how far away everything is, and like if you're into trying to come up with the logistics for transporting things incredibly large distances and not in an automatic way like Satisfactory, then it's enjoyable. But
You mean like
For me,
single
I had-
convoy? Like non-automated transport, you mean?
yeah,
Yeah, so the game doesn't have any automated transport. The best you have is there are portals you can set up in the game, but you
Yeah.
cannot carry any ores or metals through the portals.
and that's most of what you're like crafting with and whatnot.
So I'm guessing you'd need like a dedicated guy or two just doing supply runs then, or something like that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need
it's
someone
like-
on a ship going across the world to carry ores and stuff back and forth.
So if we did this, we'd need to be like all in. We'd have to pick jobs and stuff.
Yeah, kind of like having people actually like going out and exploring, and some people actually transporting stuff, some people working on the home base because it can get like attacked by hordes.
So we need
Honestly,
like
right, I
everybody.
feel like it's better when you have that multiplayer component, because then you aren't having to carry everything all the time. You can have other people sort of cycle through it.
Yeah. How long does it take?
Yeah,
to,
the multiplayer aspect is fine. It's just for me personally, the matter of scale of how long it took to get things was a little beyond my taste. So I ended up doing a lot of
well, like, are we talking like
realm
hours,
hopping, where I would just
days?
like
It's a schmillion years, Jonas. That's how long.
Thank you. I'll tell you one thing. I'm looking at these screen caps. I would have to run this on like the lowest setting, otherwise my graphics card would catch on fire.
it's pretty well optimized.
It's like
Yeah,
wow.
it looks like a PSX game.
Yeah.
The textures for everything are like 64 by 64. It's one of those games that has a very low detailed textures and models on things, but then like all the post-processing effects are cranked to max.
It looks really nice in the moment. Just don't like take a screenshot of it and stare at it.
Or do, if you're freaky.
Yeah, if you're freaky. I'm pretty freaky like that. Let me see. Let me see how much is on Steam. I want to check this out. Mortal Kombat's on sale.
Oh yeah, it is on sale.
I think they were supposed to update it at some point recently. I haven't checked in.
$20.
I haven't played since it first came out. I think I killed the dragon lady, and that's as far as I got.
Nice.
No, why would you do that?
Because I needed her head.
Oh well, okay. As long as you had a good reason.
Never mind. I won't make the obvious joke.
Joker. Or
Jonas.
Jonas!
Jonas, over here.
Jonas.
Sorry,
Force of Stoker. Jonas.
Sorry, force of habit.
Stoker. Jonas. Stoker.
Dad, Dr. Scott, Rocky. Anyway, but
I might be too young for
problems.
these references.
yeah, they're all babies. Babies.
What if we were?
What if we did? What if we didn't?
But yeah, I don't know. If you guys ever want to check this out, I might be down for this. Give it a try at least.
What if the world was made?
Gonna try
of
it. Jonas, have you tried any of the new Kamigawa cards?
Do what?
The new Magic the Gathering set.
Kamigawa.
Oh shit! That's right. I was gonna train.
I have tried a little bit of it yet. There's a lot of kitsunes in this game.
I have not poked at Magic since I promised I did. I would. I'm sorry. Another person.
You know, like a liar.
I did.
Stoker, you don't get to say that about him. You're the one who's making them focus on other things.
Hey, look. The only way you can be called a liar is if you never tell the truth. And clearly, I have told the truth at least once. Therefore, I'm not a liar. By modus ponens, Cogito ergo sum.
I don't care what pony you
Cogito
invoke on
ergo
this.
sum.
I don't care what My Little Pony you invoke on this. I don't care if it's Rarity or Applejack.
He implies
You're not-
Q.
He's invoking Trixie, best pony.
Oh, you're one of those people, huh? You're one of those freaks, huh?
No. I don't have a horse in this race.
Alright, all of you, you're all fired.
I'm so proud of you.
Get
That was-
out. Can't
That
believe
was
you.
that was so worthy of me.
I'm glad you liked it. I saw it coming. I was just like, the perfect joke.
Well done, sir. Well
Stars have
done.
aligned.
Well done. Fox, you better have gotten that.
Oh, I'm so happy. What were we talking about again?
I have no idea.
Kamigawa.
It was like
Oh yeah,
brain
Kamigawa.
whiskey. Oh yeah.
There's furries in it.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
There's like that rat.
Rats and foxes and
Yeah.
turtles and snakes.
And raccoons.
Then you can get a pet robot raccoon, just like you always wanted.
Yeah, it's like I was actually wanted a raccoon to. That wouldn't go over badly at all with animal control.
Animal control is like all kinds of killjoys. They're like, you can't have a rap. That's what they sound like.
It's really wow, perfect rendition.
Now you're just making me think of. So I used to work as a valet at a fairly nice hotel,
Huh?
and I remember we had a story once where we had this Indian couple was going to get married. This is a hotel that's frequented by some pretty high-profile clientele. Apparently, they were like millionaires that owned a bunch of areas in North Dallas or something.
Nice.
They wanted to get this marriage in the hotel or near the hotel, and they wanted to have an elephant lead a parade through the street.
You know, as you do.
Yeah, they got clearance to clear the street for their parade and to import the elephant. And then they got stopped because elephants are just flat out banned in the city.
I thought you were going to say elephants are just stubborn.
Elephants are bad. I thought this was America.
Yeah. What's this nation coming to if I can't have an elephant?
From what I heard, the hissy fit of the century followed.
That's amazing.
I can't even with this. I also can't odd with this. I just can't anything with it.
Well, let me know when you
I
can.
can't elope with it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And again, good grief.
Ash Gracie says if you put a gun on the elephant, it's allowed in America. Only if it's a laser cannon, okay? If it's a laser cannon, I'm sold.
Gonna be an elephant with freaking laser beams.
Exactly. I mean, what's the point of having an elephant if you're not going to go super villain and like kid it out, with like super weapons? Okay, I'm just saying.
The valid point.
I mean, if you got an elephant, go the extra, spring a couple thousand, get like a plasma turret gun or some shit. Put it on the back. I have good ideas.
Yes, that's not one of them.
Do.
Jonas does have good ideas. That just doesn't happen to be one of them.
Oh, all right. I see it how it is. You're all just eyeing my Caesar. You're all just Brutus.
We're eyeing your Caesar.
You're all just Hannibaling my Lecter.
Your Lecter?
I don't know.
Hannibaling your Lecter. Swear to jeez.
Jeez.
I swear to gosh and heck and dang.
Hey, Simon, maybe they hid it in the trunk. Rick's just doing his thing over there.
These are the people I invite to my streams.
I mean, it keeps me from having to talk, so.
That's fair. That's fair.
The real secret is out.
It will be my honor.
The secret come out. Does Rick Griffin is outsource his talking?
This looks quite satisfying.
It's weird because this stream is like the tiny little window where I become extroverted. Like for the rest of, for the other 22 hours of the day, I'm just like this little like quiet, restrained, just,
Hiding away in its raccoon cave.
pretty much
It's true.
hermiting up, just like
I've seen him. He just like sticks his head out and it's like, and then just sticks it back in.
okay, I'm
when
not
he sees
Gollum.
those people.
Venturing out for coffee and dropping off penny comics.
God. Oh my God. I mean, I hope people like the Leia stuff because I was slaving away for Stoker, and he's like, "Oh no, I need like 20 different versions of this picture with a cherry on top, and a side of fries," and I'm just like, dude, why?
Jonas.
He's just
Jonas.
cracking the web. Like, why? Yes,
Jonas.
yes. He's like, "Oh no, it's a tiny little grieble that you missed." Woo!
Jonas, are you fibbing?
Agreeable?
Yeah, okay, Jonas has this term he uses. He calls them greebles. It's a word that he uses to describe...
It's like a stray pixel,
Like stray pixels or like things that aren't quite erased or colored properly. Like just tiny little...
More like... No one would give a shit. No one would give a shit until someone points it out to me, and then my mind will not let it go. They're agreeables.
Is that because you find them disagreeable?
But yeah, Stoker was like, "Oh, can I get it in a box to go? Can I have it in blue? Can I?"
Jonas.
Oh no, I'm absolutely sassy this time. You're not.
You agreed.
Okay. I'm done. Are
you really?
I'm burying the hatchet. For now.
You're like in your head as soon as you go to sleep. For making me do like so many versions of that one page. I told you up front.
Fine. God.
Easy. Jonas, careful! You keep making him laugh like that. You're gonna give him the COVIDs.
I know. Oh, great.
Yeah, that's how you
Nice.
get it from laughing too much. That's why it's spread as much as it has, because the last 2 or 3 years has been a laugh a minute. we are all sassy today.
We're super silly.
I blame Jonas.
I had a cup of Joe at like 6:30. I should not have done that, but whatever.
Who is Joe? Have you been running around behind my back?
Plot twist: I was Joe, because Joe, Ness, it's me. Like I'm, it's it's the part in the film where there's a twist and I fall off the mask, and there's another first aid head on underneath.
Yeah, that part.
I wonder if you could make like a first aid horror movie.
It's already been done.
I know.
Yeah, they did that.
Literally, one came out earlier this year. Or at the end of
I do
last
not recall the name of it. I have actually meant to look it up, but
something wolf. It has wolf in the title.
Lone Wolf. That's the title. Lone Wolf.
I like how this is all
thriller. Murder mystery thriller.
Sorry, go on.
Has it all been done at this point? Is there nothing left?
Yes.
Well, I mean, there's still a market for Fennec titty comics.
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think so? You don't think it would? You don't think it'd catch on?
Nah.
Simpsons did it.
Oh, Ash Crazy.
Okay, but what if they did though? I wouldn't.
That would be odd.
That would be really funny and also kind of horrifying.
Yeah. I haven't watched Simpsons in about. I don't think I've watched it in about 10 years at this point.
I mean, you haven't missed
Has
a lot.
anybody watched it in about 10 years?
Apparently, someone must be watching it.
I'm assuming they're still pulling some sort of rating. I don't know. I mean,
Like I said, someone must be watching it.
Yes, but there are these incredible things called reruns.
yeah, and on demand, and
Seasons 2 through 10.
yeah. I've seen debates about when it jumped the shark. Like,
Wasn't it just when the writers left?
It jumped the shark when Poochie returned to his home planet.
who's writing it now if the writers left?
Then who was phone?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, phone. But yeah, you could say they're phoning it in. Yes, Miller, did you have something you wanted to share with the class?
He's trying to contact Colonel.
Colonel.
Colonel Sanders?
Yes,
There's no food in this rainforest. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to survive. Hey, you need to take out your tactical chicken bucket.
chicken bucket.
Colonel,
that's
I
what
can't
it's
find the 7th spice.
It's Kentucky Fighting Chicken.
Chicken's dummy thick, etc., etc.
This conversation has gone so many places.
It has. I feel uncomfortable.
Now I want chicken.
Now I want chicken too. Thanks, Miller.
I already had.
I don't think I can go get chicken though, because then this will be the 3rd day in a row I've gone to get fried chicken.
Yeah, if you get it too many times, then the Fried Chicken Council will come for you.
The Fried Chicken Council.
If you are
3 in a row is a turkey, and that just doesn't make sense.
I want to know who invented the turducken. Like who was like looking at like a chicken and a duck and a turkey and thought, I'm just going to stuff all these suckers inside each other.
Somebody who
So,
really
that was
likes
very-
meat.
Very into size difference.
Oh my.
no.
Yeah, that was invented by Dr. Turduckenstein. People often confuse the turducken with the doctor.
Yeah, really, it's the turducken's monstrosity is what we should call it.
It's like that line
Exactly.
It's like that line in Natural Born Killers. Well, Frankenstein killed Dr. Frankenstein. Have you ever seen that movie, Star?
Natural Born Killers. Have I? I'm not sure.
I'll you should see it. But anyway, yeah, the Doctor. He was trying to he was trying to bring his duck, turkey, and chicken all back from the dead.
He was trying to come up with a lower calorie version of duck, and he thought, well, chicken's lower calorie than duck, so if I put a chicken in the duck, that'll make it lower calorie.
The only thing is,
And
though,
he
why
just
did
kept going with that, and nobody told him to stop.
why he stop there though? I mean, why did he stop with just poultry? I mean, you could have taken that turducken and like put it inside of.
Because he didn't have any emus on his continent.
That's fair.
Or did he?
Not
Or else we
anymore.
would have absolutely had a turducken the moo.
Turducken the moo.
Eastern Outpost is fighting a difficult battle, even though it's in the west.
That's what's
No,
so
that's in the
difficult
east.
about it.
Okay.
Yeah, they were late to the party.
It's in the West, Rick.
The east.
The east.
Okay.
It's the least it could do.
It's in the Smorth.
It's in the s'mores.
It's in the Nouth.
Now
It's in the meowth. That's right.
it's in the mouth of madness.
Have you read Sutter Kane's new book?
Yes, thank
We're nerds.
you. I understood that reference, etc., etc. Actually, it would be surprising if I didn't get that one.
I mean, it's surprising I do, because I think that movie's
Yeah,
like
I
15
am
years
a-
older than I do.
I am a little surprised you got that reference, I won't lie.
Yeah.
That movie came out, I think, the same year that Jurassic Park
Yeah,
came
that was like
out.
93, right? Yeah. Because I
Which
remember,
is
like,
hilarious considering who stars in it.
Yeah.
No, all the movies I know of that came out before 2000 are solely because I saw them on Red Letter Media.
Nice.
Okay, then it's slightly less surprising that you know about In the Mouth of Madness, then. That's a fun movie, though. I quite enjoy it. It's not one of John Carpenter's better movies, but it's very fun.
My favorite John Carpenter movie is Big Trouble in Little China, and
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm unremorseful about that. Like.
Why
I'm
should
not-
you be remorseful about it? Big Trouble in Little China's a riot.
Exactly. Exactly. It's pure. It's. I mean, it's just stupid fun. Okay. What are the lightning god gets mad and then he explodes. Okay. He explodes.
Yeah, that's how it happened in Age of Ultron, isn't it?
Yes. He explodes and like garbage was inside him. Like it makes a negative amount of sense. You can actually feel your IQ points dropping when you watch that movie, and it's great.
Steel yourself. I am ready.
Probably my next favorite is The Thing. Although The Thing's, I have to be in a different mood to watch The Thing.
Yeah, I have to be in an I'm awake and I want to watch The Thing mood.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Which only happens on days ending in Y,
Yeah.
and months with 28 plus days in them.
You've got like a bunch of stuff on DVD, don't you? Like a bunch
Oh
of
god, I have shelves of horror movies. Like, you name it.
We didn't do that enough back in the day. I felt
No, we
like
didn't. Come down
really-
here.
we should
We'll
have
do a
done that.
marathon.
Okay.
Or I'll come
Sure.
up there, or we'll meet somewhere neutral.
Yeah, meet somewhere. What's exactly between us? Like Utah or something?
Yes. Utah, Metah, Weetah, we all talk.
I mean,
well.
Vegas, maybe?
I mean, I'd be down. Sure.
Hell yeah.
I wonder, like, God, I wonder how much doing it would take to like set up a horror-thon at a con. Just like we're in one of the track rooms for like a couple hours and just watch a bunch of dumb, just like cheesy, 1970s stuff, Romero, zombies, etc., etc. Not even remotely related to anything furry. Just like, come on in here, we're watching horror movies.
Seemed like we did that hard.
Good times.
Yeah.
An outpost is about to... What? They're not even fighting anything.
And that's how I saved Christmas.
Oh, sucks. I like the part with the reindeer and, the vampires. And the
vampire reindeer. Yes, thank you. I knew that was coming.
Yeah. Do vampire herbivores, like, drain, sap out of trees? What happens there? Is it like Vernacular rules? I don't know.
I was just gonna bring up Vernacular.
Do you know about the vampire pumpkins and watermelons, Jonas?
No.
Is this a thing from Plants vs. Zombies?
No, this is a thing from folklore. You can have vampire watermelons in some parts of the world. True story.
What do they do, though? Like, do they, like... Okay,
not much, actually. Even in the folklore, they're like, yeah, they're not really very dangerous.
Well, what... Like, do they attack other plants, or...
No, they're supposedly they come after people, but,
That's the thing, they're moving very slow. They're moving very, very
well, they don't
slowly.
have teeth is the thing.
They just, like,
Even in the folklore, they don't have teeth. They're just, like, rolling at you.
I cannot tell if Stoker is just making this up right now or not.
Google it. Google it.
Oh, by the way, Rick, we are on the midnight hour. God, vampire watermelons. So what do you do to... Well, I mean, I guess killing probably isn't very hard if they just roll at you.
Like, well, how do you deal with a vampire watermelon? It's simple. His name is Gallagher.
His name is Gallagher.
See, I'd watch that Netflix adaptation.
Gallagher, vampire watermelon hunter.
I'd watch it.
Coming this Christmas to a theater near you.
There's nothing that says Christmas like vampire watermelons.
It's really, really not.
Okay.
All right. Well, we
Alrighty.
hope you've enjoyed this evening of vampire watermelons and elephants and Yes.
And Greebles. Don't forget the Greebles.
Yes. Oh, I'm not going to forget the Greebles.
I'm going to start calling you Anne of Green Greebles.
Sometimes I feel like Twitter just creates Greebles when you the moment you submit it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So anyway, we'll catch you next time for Rick Greeble stream.
Thank you for
Greeble.
All right.
Have a good night, all.
Good night,
next time,
folks.
everybody.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye bye.